Stop crying, sweetie. He's safe at home, I whispered, guiding my daughter toward the kindergarten gates. But she clung tighter to my coat, her tiny face blotchy and red. Mom, please. We have to go back. Something's wrong with baby Eli, she sobbed, twisting in my arms. I froze. Eli was 6 months old. I had left him at home just 20 minutes ago with my husband and his mother. My chest tightened. Still holding my daughter, I turned around and sprinted. My heels clicked across the concrete as I pushed open the front gate. My heart thundered louder than my footsteps. I unlocked the door with shaking fingers. The house was silent. Too silent. Eli? I called out. No answer. Then I heard it, a faint gasp. I ran toward the nursery, and what I saw made my legs buckle. My son was in his crib, red-faced and screaming, but no one was in the room. A thick pillow lay beside his tiny head. He was drenched in sweat. I grabbed him, holding him close. Then I heard voices. From the kitchen. She's too emotional to notice anything. It'll work. It was my husband. My daughter was right. Something was deeply wrong. I stood in the hallway, clutching Eli to my chest, his tiny heartbeat racing against mine. The kitchen door was cracked open, just enough for me to hear my husband's voice low and cold. She'll think it's just a bad dream. The doctor already said she's overwhelmed. My mother-in-law chuckled. And if she starts asking too many questions, we'll say she left the pillow in the crib herself. My body went numb. I backed away silently, careful not to make a sound. I took Eli upstairs, locked the bedroom door, and dialed my best friend Ava, a lawyer. I need help, I whispered. Ava didn't ask questions. Pack only what matters. Come to my place. Now. I tucked a few essentials in a bag, grabbed my daughter from school without a word, and drove through tears and panic. I couldn't stop hearing that awful sentence. It'll work. At Ava's, I finally broke down. She listened, eyes wide with horror, and said, "We're filing for full custody. Tomorrow. And I'm calling in a favor tonight." That night, while I held both my children close, Ava made one phone call. And just like that, the first domino fell. By sunrise, Ava had assembled a war council, her colleague from family law, a private investigator, and a former CPS liaison. "We don't have hard evidence yet," Ava warned me gently. "But based on what you heard, there's a case for immediate concern." I handed over every scrap I had, voice memos, photos, notes of every strange bruise or moment that hadn't felt right. And then Ava's friend, Maya, the investigator, asked, "Can you take me back to the house, discreetly?" I hesitated, but then I remembered my son's tiny face in that crib, and I nodded. While Maya staked out the home, I stayed hidden, updating my kid's pediatrician, filing emergency motions, and leaning entirely on Ava. Then the call came. Maya had footage. It wasn't just disturbing, it was horrifying. My mother-in-law, caught on camera, yanking the baby monitor off the wall and muttering, "She doesn't need to see what happens when she's gone." Ava's voice was shaking when she said, "This goes straight to the judge. Now." By noon, an emergency hearing was scheduled. And by evening, my husband's number popped up on my phone. I let it ring. Then I texted back, "Tell it to the judge." The courtroom was icy cold, but not colder than my husband's expression when he saw me walk in with Ava and the CPS attorney. He didn't know about the footage. Not yet. He tried to play calm, waved at me like this was just some misunderstanding. I didn't wave back. The judge took her seat. Ava stood. "Your Honor, we're submitting audio, time-stamped footage, and corroborated medical reports indicating ongoing endangerment of the minor child." My husband blinked like he'd been slapped. Then the video played. My mother-in-law's voice echoed through the courtroom speakers. "Shut up, stop crying. I don't care if you're hungry. Your mother left you. She left both of you." My baby's muffled sobs broke me. The judge paused the video halfway. "Is this the child's paternal grandmother?" "Yes," Ava replied. "And this was recorded yesterday morning?" "Yes, Your Honor." While the child was left in her care, my husband stood. That video, there's context. She was tired. Sit down, the judge snapped. You failed to protect your child. You don't get to speak right now. I didn't cry. I didn't look at him. The judge turned to me. Full emergency custody granted. Effective immediately. The father is to vacate the home by midnight. And that's when he finally looked scared. He followed me out into the hallway, his voice low but venomous. You planned this, didn't you? You set me up. You always wanted to destroy my mother. I turned slowly.
No.
Your mother destroyed herself. And you let her.
He scoffed. Fine.
Take your damn kids. But that house, my name's on the deed, too. Not anymore, I said, handing him a folded sheet of paper. He unfolded it with shaking hands, his signature from 5 years ago. The quitclaim deed. The one he signed when we refinanced the house under my name for a lower rate. He'd forgotten. You idiot, he muttered. You tricked me. No, I said, stepping closer. You gave it up because you thought I'd always be beneath you. Just a tired mom who never fought back. You never imagined I'd use what you gave me. He backed up against the cold marble wall. I looked at him and saw nothing left to love. I'll go to the press, he threatened. Tell everyone you lied. Paint you as unstable. I smiled. Try it. Because the second you speak my name, that footage goes viral. And the world will know exactly what kind of man you are. He said nothing, just stared, like he was seeing me for the very first time. The next day, I visited the police station. Not to press charges yet, but to file an official incident report. The officer at the desk looked at the bruises on my wrist, the photos I'd taken of the smashed baby monitor, the strange burn on my son's crib railing. Do you believe the child was in danger? He asked. I looked him dead in the eye. I know he was. I left with a case number, a business card, and the quiet dignity of someone who finally had paper proof the world couldn't ignore. Back home, my mother-in-law's car was gone. I opened the garage. Her boxes were missing. She'd run. Good. The cameras caught her last exit. Her arms loaded with stolen jewelry and a credit card I never authorized. I uploaded the footage to my cloud drive and made 3 backups. Then I sat with my daughter on the living room floor and built a tower out of plastic blocks. Where's Grandma? She asked. I smiled gently. She's gone to stay somewhere else. And Daddy? I hesitated. He's figuring some things out. She nodded, as if she understood more than her 4-year-old brain should. Then she leaned in close and whispered, I'm glad you came home when you did, Mommy. I think my brother was scared. I kissed her forehead.
So was I.
That night, I waited for my husband to come home. He didn't. Instead, I received a series of cold, calculated texts. You're overreacting. My mother raised 2 kids alone. She knows better than you. Let's not make this into a drama. No apology. No mention of our son. No responsibility. I didn't reply. Instead, I sent him an email, lawyer CC'd. Subject: custody, safety, financial reconciliation. The next morning, he stormed in, shouting, You brought lawyers into this? I didn't raise my voice. I just held up the baby monitor he tried to destroy, now repaired, and played the recording. His mother, screaming. Our baby crying in terror. Glass shattering. And then silence. He sank into the couch like his spine had disappeared. Do you understand now? I asked. He looked up, and for the first time in years, there was no arrogance in his eyes. Just fear. And maybe guilt. But I wasn't looking for regret. I was looking for protection for my children and for myself. I slid a folder toward him across the table. Restraining orders. Emergency custody. Separation papers. Sign, I said. Or I go public. He didn't even argue. Just one shaky breath and a signature. But the real revenge wasn't legal. That came the next day. The next morning, I walked into the preschool holding my daughter's hand, head high, calm, and composed. Whispers filled the hallway before I even reached her classroom. Her teacher, Ms. Reynolds, gave me a subtle nod. You were right to trust your instincts, she whispered. Then I saw the local news van pulling into the school's parking lot. They'd received an anonymous tip: child endangerment, negligence, and abuse, accompanied by surveillance audio from a baby monitor. Everything, the shattered glass, the ignored cries, the insults, it was now evidence. By noon, Child Services had launched a formal investigation. My ex-husband's company, which prided itself on family values, suspended him immediately. His mother was issued a notice of mandated therapy and banned from contact with minors until further evaluation. But the real moment of closure? It came quietly at bedtime. My daughter curled against me, wrapped in her favorite blanket, and whispered, "Mommy, thank you for hearing me, for coming back." Tears welled in my eyes, not from pain this time, but from peace. I wasn't just a mother who had survived. I was a woman who had protected. I was no longer trapped, and the people who once mocked my silence now feared my voice.